7 Most famous and creepiest female ghost ever. Number 1. La Llorona, Latin America. Also known in English as the Weeping Woman, she is a legend famous throughout Latin America. There are many versions, but the main legend is of Maria, a young woman who drowned her own children in despair over her cheating husband. Then, facing the realization her children were dead, she killed herself. Cursed by the eternal search for her children, she appears as a tall and beautiful white spirit roaming the rivers and creeks, constantly weeping. Number 2. Anne Boleyn, United Kingdom. Henry VIII's second wife, Anne Boleyn, is perhaps the best-traveled ghost in the entire world. Sightings of her apparition have been reported throughout Britain. The most well-known sightings of Anne occur at the site of her imprisonment and execution, the Tower of London, where she's been seen wearing a white Tudor dress. She's also been seen at Windsor Castle, Hampton Court Palace and at some of her childhood homes. Number 3. The Slit-Mouthed Woman, Nagasaki, Japan. Known in Japan as Kukai's honor, she can be allegedly spotted in the Nagasaki prefecture. The story is of a cheating wife whose betrayed husband, in revenge, slits her mouth open with his sword. It's believed the woman lives on as a malicious spirit in order to remind people of her wrongs by her horrible scar. Her ghost is said to be of a pretty young lady wearing a surgical mask.
Am I pretty?
She will ask. When answered positively, she rips off the surgical mask and asks again. If the answer is no the second time around, she is thought to kill the respondent with her own hands. Number 4. The Bell Witch, Adams, Tennessee. It all started in 1817 on a quiet farm in Adams, Tennessee, when the Bell family started experiencing weird events involving strange animals visiting their farm and assaults by dark forces. It is widely believed the family came under attack from a neighbor, Kate Batts, who put a curse on the family. Many believed Mrs. Batts to be a witch after she returned 107 years later in 1935. You can summon the spirit by calling her name 13 times at 3 a.m. in front of the mirror. When you notice your eyes changing, it means she's looking back at you. Number 5. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, Norfolk, England. The Brown Lady has been captured for eternity in perhaps the most famous ghost photograph in the world. The ghostly image taken in 1936 is widely believed to be the white apparition of Lady Dorothy Walpole, also known as Lady Townshend. Since her death in 1726, many have reported sightings of her. The most famous is by Frederick Marriott. It is said the ghost of Lady Townshend is still roaming the rooms of Raynham Hall in Norfolk, England. Number 6. Balete Drive in Quezon City, Philippines, has a resident ghost which any local can tell you about. Their famous White Lady ghost haunts motorists in the midnight hours, and all have learned not to pick up hitchhikers, or stare into their rearview mirrors when on that road. Most stories goes like this. A driver will see a beautiful woman in white standing at the side of the road, looking for a lift. They will pick her up, but after a while of talking they will look in the rear vision mirror to see her face is bruised and bloody. She will then blink out of existence. A woman who claimed to be a close friend of the White Lady when she was alive said her friend was killed in an accident on Balete Drive, a hit-and-run case. There was no witness. The driver was never caught. Till now, she is still looking for him. Number 7. The Headless French-Canadian Nun. Lost in the French Fort Cove in New Brunswick is rumored to be this poor lonely soul looking for her missing head. Back in the 1700s, French women of noble birth were sent to the chilly Northlands to join convents. This holy sister met her tragic demise when she stumbled upon either a deranged fur trapper or a couple of bloodthirsty sailors in search of treasure, who chopped off her head in a grisly murder. Her disembodied headless spirit has been seen wandering around in a hopeless effort to make herself whole again.